Hi, I'm Beth Allen, and many people know me as the Hip Chick, the Home Improvement Project Chick, where I started a do-it-yourself resource for women. And that has been a platform for me for almost 5 years. And I am so thrilled that I've had so many followers along the way who've gotten involved. And what I've discovered in the last few years through teaching women about home repair and home maintenance is that the biggest thing that holds them back from really taking ownership of their home most of the time is fear. It's a fear of doing things wrong. It's a fear of screwing up, a fear of not knowing what to do next. So in the course of developing my business over the last few years, I began to realize that what I was doing in helping women with their home improvement was really a bit of self-improvement. And I know that's happening because of the YouTube notes that I get, the emails, and the physical interaction that I've had with women who've come up and said, oh my gosh, you taught me how to do this, and now I do take care of this, this, and this in the house, and it feels so great to be empowered. And I discovered that this idea of self-improvement and home improvement are really integrated, but that fear of trying and messing up is really getting in the way of our life, our self-improvement, as well as it is our home improvement. So I took a little journey that led me to, of all places, the bathroom. And I developed a campaign or platform using the toilet, of all things, as a vessel for a message. And the toilet is a message for me about fear. And within that message of fear, there's also a message about letting go. I use the toilet as a symbol of fear because honestly, there are those moments in our life where the toilet is a great source of angst. If you're potty trained a kid, you know the messy disasters that can bring on. And if you've ever had to use a nasty public restroom, that brings on anxiety. But the toilet, as much as it is a symbol of anxiety from being gross and dirty and you can't get to one fast enough, it can also be used as a tool to help eliminate some of our worries. So I began a concept called Flush the Fear. And I would like you to join me in this movement. I call it a movement, and I believe that it is a powerful movement where we can work together, especially as women, to support one another in letting go of the negative things in our life so that we can be all that we're supposed to be. Happy, fulfilled, and awesome. So I'm asking you to join me on a journey for Flush the Fear Fridays, where I will share with you one of my hang-ups, my concerns, my worries, because I believe that when we share these things with each other, they don't seem so scary. Because when we hold all this crap in our head and we hold on to our worries and our stresses, it just eats us alive. But when you let it go, you realize somebody's problems are a lot worse than yours and you put yours in a new perspective. Or you realize that you need help from the people around you. And you realize that there are people there who are willing to support you. So I'd like you to join me in the movement. Flush the Fear is about eliminating fear, anxiety, and the negative crap in your life. Sometimes that stuff comes from the outside that we don't have any control of, and some days that stuff comes from here, the stuff in our head that has us stuck. And like the sign behind me says, you are far too smart to be the only thing standing in your way. So we need to force ourselves to get past them. So as part of this weekly exercise, I am going to play a little exercise with you called Share a Square. It involves a roll of toilet paper and it involves a pen. And believe it or not, pens do write on toilet paper. So what I'm going to do every week is share with you a concern, point of worry, hang up, because I want you to share the same. I want you to send me your videos. I want you to send me a still photo of what you are ready to let go, because it's enough. It's enough of us carrying around all this negative energy. So I have to be very raw and very honest that this week coming up for me, I'm going to start crying already, is going to be a very difficult one. My son is headed off to college in 5 days. And we are very close. My son has been my videographer for the last 5 years, developing my business to the point that he has grown with me. And he is headed off to study film and media production. So there's a lot of change coming for me. And for me, the biggest fear that is new in my life that I have to deal with is change. There's a lot of change, from him not being here, from not having his emotional support. Because it sounds crazy, but this 18-year-old kid, he gets his mother. And the other change is the change in my business. He has been a resource. He helps me with technology. He helps me with my video work. So I have a lot to deal with in the next couple weeks. But the first of my Flush the Fear Fridays begins with letting go of the fear of change. It's a constant, and it's something that we all have to deal with. So I hope you will share your thoughts on how you let go and you deal with change as it comes. So thank you for tuning in. The hashtag is #FlushTheFear.